Yes.
That's a huge pizza by a beautiful lady. Did you say hi to YouTube?
Yes, I already did like 3 months ago. Yes, I did.
Wait, you're not my clickbait, you're my chickbait.
I was working there.
I remember that. No, I knew you already said that. But you didn't show your face last time. Now the masks are down.
Oh shit.
Well, you still look amazing as you did the first time. How's the family?
Everything's good. Everything's good.
Nice to see
How are
you
you?
again.
How is YouTube with the...
YouTube's growing. So I queued it up. 71% of Trump supporters say civil war is inevitable. 40% of Biden supporters agree. So how do we avoid civil war and how do we achieve unity in the country?
Well, what I was gonna say was that maybe it is inevitable just because of the fact that a lot of things that we've gotten out of war, I mean, I don't know specifics, but like, I feel like we've only achieved things through violence or having to, like, those means of
getting something.
Yeah. Peace. I mean, I feel like we cannot have peace if we don't fight for it. And whatever you're fighting, whatever you perceive you're fighting to be, I don't know why I'm doing this. Whatever you think is the right thing to do, I mean, maybe we have to do it in means that is a civil war. And if it seems that a lot of if it seems that our country wants to like pursue this civil war in order to get this unity, then maybe that's what it has to be. I don't know, personally.
So we kind of got to go through with it to get to the end.
Yeah.
Right.
But also a civil war is kind of infringing upon unity because the civil war back when it was way back with Lincoln, it was a civil war between the United States, like all of us being
right, but we
differentiated.
we never got anywhere in this country without having to shed some blood. And that's just fact. That's why
people fail to realize that America is, and a lot of the freedoms we have is based on a violent thing happening.
Yes.
Exactly.
right. Yeah.
So you think that it is inevitable, and you think that we have to go through it to achieve unity.
Right.
Yep. Because if it wasn't for the first Civil War, it was also, that's what abolished slavery.
Exactly.
When we think about it.
So we have a really good outcome.
Exactly.
So there's an expression, you got to go through a lot of shit to get a little bit of sunshine.
Of
Right.
course.
I feel like history has shown time and time again that we have to go through some bullshit like this to get the results that we want. Regardless of how bad we want to keep it peaceful, it's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not. So we have to suck it up. We have to fight a little to get this unity that we claim we deserve in this country.
Yep.
Okay, if we deserve it so much, we're going to fight for it.
And it's also not a sense of what we deserve, it's just how we earn it.
Yeah. How
Because if we earn it, then we will prove to everybody that we have earned it, we fought for it, like we fought for our freedom from the English.
Yep.
So we fought for that. That's how we got out of that shit in the first place. And then we got out of slavery in the same way.
So what exactly are we fighting for at this time, though?
We're fighting for equality.
Yeah, but I mean, it's easy to say, yeah, we're fighting for equality. We're fighting for whatever the purpose is of the day, whatever the cause is of the year.
Yes.
Right.
I don't think we're fighting for one set thing right now. I think we all have different things that we're fighting for right now.
Yeah.
Whether, you know,
It all comes down to everybody's prime focus, like what they want for themselves and what they want for the people they care about. Because
unity looks different for many people.
a lot of feminists think
Unity in the
equality
Middle
is
East looks very different from what unity looks like in the Western world.
100%. Civil War in general mainly focuses on our country in general, not anybody else. So what we divide in our country, what we think is priority, is what we should be fighting for. But a lot of people don't have the same priorities. So, you know, a lot of colored people will think it's Black Lives Matter, and I am 100% supportive of that. And a lot of feminists think it's equality, equal pay, all this other stuff. And I am very supportive of that as well. But it's just that we all have to come together for one prime thing that trumps everything else. Because if we fight for many things all at once, nobody's gonna figure out what it is that we're fighting for, because everybody's gonna think about it, out of all the countries in the world, they're going to think we're fighting for nothing, for just what specific groups
exactly,
want.
that's what I'm saying.
And it's not, we're looking like idiots at that point.
Yeah, do you think we look like idiots right now to the country, to the world, to the world?
100%.
Do we look like idiots right now to the world?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you think about it,
I mean,
especially with the Capitol, with people storming the Capitol and everything. When you saw the Black Lives Matter protest, it was a protest, not a riot, on the steps of DC. There were how many National Guard men and troops there? Considered to how many people storming the Capitol and nobody did a thing.
So the one question I have for you is, we've all watched the news, right? And we've seen Minneapolis burn. We've seen Portland burn.
Yes.
We've seen New York get destroyed. We've seen all these cities get destroyed through the Black Lives Matter Antifa protests.
Right.
But yet a lot of the left or the Democrats didn't condemn the violence. As a matter of fact, Kamala Harris bailed out these rioters and said, go back to work.
Yeah.
So why was it okay to destroy and burn cities down?
It was never okay.
So you condemn that violence. So you condemn violence equally across the board.
Yes.
Good. I'm with you, because what I've seen a lot of people, they've ignored the violence on the left, but yet they've condemned the Capitol riot. In my opinion, both should be condemned.
Yeah.
I think violence across the board should be condemned. But
anybody who destroyed or vandalized anything in those protests that they called riot, or the riots they called protesting, should not be encouraged, should not be okay.
Yep.
They should condemn it no matter what.
I appreciate your consistency. Thank you, guys.
You have the right to a peaceful protest.
Exactly, because the Constitution says peaceful assembly
Peaceful
is
assembly,
covered.
freedom of speech, but it never ever says
In fact,
you have the right to destroy anybody else's property.
I love you
Never.
guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the mask is quite diamondy. So my question is, this country's gone crazy. Do you agree?
Definitely,
There's a
yeah.
lot of division.
Okay.
How do we get unity? What do we got to do?
Smoke a lot of weed.
So you think if the country smoked weed,
Fuck
it would
yeah.
automatically solve?
It would solve everything.
You think so?
Yep.
That's actually probably very true and accurate answer.
Smoke some weed, buddy.
Well done.